Good day, gamers. Purple Mentat here, bringing you some more Crash Landing. Last time, I got some more PneumaticCraft stuff done, set up a system to actually handle processing my PCBs without my direct influence. It's been doing pretty well. I have 20 unassembled PCBs at this point, lots of materials to be able to build more tech. This time, I want to get some soul sand going so that I can get myself the nether quartz that I need to be able to get sync rolling so that I no longer have to be afraid of the dark. All right, what I'm going to do for this is basically a build that I've done before on Agrarian Skies, and it was fairly effective there, so I expect it will also be fairly effective here. What we're going to do, we're going to alter the way I'm handling liquids over here a little bit. And how that's going to happen is, well, let's just grab up the ducts that I have here already. We are going to, this isn't ideal, but it should end up working out. There's very little room over here, so I might need to dig down one space further. Drums you can pick up, luckily, with your, well, just a pickaxe, really. And yeah, I want to be one space further down. And they will retain whatever fluids are currently in them. So the reason I want to be this low is so that I can put down the drum here and have space for a fluid duct between here and here. Because if I give this a servo and turn it on, it is pumping the water. And this guy will get filled up. I can confirm that by grabbing you out. And poof. And now the drum is down 4 buckets? Yes, 3 of them are in the fluid duct and 1 of them went into the fluid transposer. That makes sense. So we're going to run this fluid duct here, here, and here. And that's going to fill up the drum. Because you can either input or output into the top and the bottom. It has to be the top or the bottom, but it doesn't matter which side you use for the input or which side you use for the output. Now, we're going to run our fluid duct down here in the ground. And I like having things underneath and a little bit hidden rather than out amongst everything. There we are. And they can come up to right there. I'm going to have one line going across there, one line going like this, and another line here and here. And that's not, that is potentially not the most efficient setup, but it's the one I'm going to use. And then, no, barrels do not go like that. They go one higher than that. Grab you. This would be faster with an axe. Do I have an axe handy? I've got my mattock. That should do the job. Yes. Alright, and then I need to stud this with a fluid duct every other spot. There we are. And I'll grab you, because I'm going to move that slightly. Okay, and now, in between all of these is where the dirt can go. The goal here is to have a nice large field of mycelium, I believe it's called, the mushroom biome stuff. And interspersed throughout, we will have drums, barrels, that will be able to create witch water. So let's get this built. As long as your barrel is around a certain quantity of mycelium, which I don't actually know the minimum on, but I know I like this look to things. I feel like this is a nice, clean, good array, having a barrel every other spot. It's also nice because, well, it makes things a little more efficient when I expand this and actually collect the witch water and show you what I'm going to be doing with it. Okay, so now all of these are just water barrels, but if I grab my ancient spores, which you can see, the ancient spores is a 1% drop chance by sieving sand in an ex nihilo sieve. I made myself 3 stacks of sand, and I have 64 sand plus a couple of extra somewhere, might be 3. So it took about 2 stacks of sand to get, which is right on average. So you toss that there, and you can see that these are already making witch water just with the one next to there. We're going to use our watering can to spread this stuff far and fast. Watering can will increase the spread rate of grass, not glass. It will not help glass spread, and mycelium. And eventually, oh, there we go. I'm not going to bother getting every single spot perfect, but it goes fairly quickly, as you can see. And maybe it only takes the 1 bit of mycelium. I probably could do this more efficiently, and I might experiment with that some other time. Here we go. Oop, hang on a moment. Let me make that stop. That's a little better. Silence. Okay, so that's good enough. The mycelium's nice and spread. We're going to run some fluid ducts right down the center of these. Ooh, I'm all out. No problem. It's not like I don't have plenty of copper and lead. We'll make just another whole bunch of them, how about? So I want 9 lead to keep up with that. And there we go. Another 54 fluid ducts should get us through this. Now, our servos. We're actually short 1. Well, we're short a couple. So I'll go make those before I move any further. And for servos, you need seared brick. Sorry about this. A little bit of inventory management mixed in here. That was 10, so a little bit of redstone and a little bit of glass. There we go. Now I can make my servos quick as that. And now I have more than enough. So we'll get that installed here, here, here. It is 1 servo per duct. There, there, and there. Now, because I don't want these servos to accidentally pull any water into them, I'm going to scoop a bucket of witch water out of this, and that's going to start filling again, and then immediately start becoming witch water again. It's actually going to go very fast at making witch water. We're going to whitelist witch water in each one of these. However, you only need to do it, again, once per block. Well, once per duct, I suppose. There we are. Fantastic. And then, after you get everything whitelisted, it's a simple matter of changing over the connections, the ends, these blocking things here. Connections we'll go with. Change those to export mode, and they will pull out the witch water and leave in the water. Now, you're unlikely to end up with water in the ducts, but in large-scale testing, it has happened, so I'd rather avoid it entirely. Now, I want a place for this witch water to go, obviously. Step 1 on that. I figure, why not fill up another barrel? It's not like I don't have an overabundant... Hello, spider? Where? Oh, you're stuck on the conveyor belts. Ha! It's not like I don't have an overabundance of water and of iron, for that matter. So, let's make another drum real quick. And that'll go very fast. You, bam. Oh, stone barrel. That's right. I knew that. I don't know why I always want it to be something else. Oh, actually, I'm all out of smooth stone. I should do something about that sometime relatively soon. I mean, something a little more permanent than this. We'll just cook up a, stack and change of cobble right now, though. I only need 3, so. And in the meantime, I can come back over here, check this area for spawns, set you there to take care of them all. Yep, and it's safe again. Fantastic. Things are still not 100% safe in my compound, but that's okay. I don't need 100% safety, I need 90%. I know I'm going to need 2 of these. And I believe I need a nope, that is not a cauldron. Stone barrel. I don't know why I'm like convinced that I need a cauldron for a drum. And I just don't. I just don't at all. You know what it is? I bet you'd need the cauldron normally, and this is some sort of Minetweaker madness. In any case, now that I have my drum, I actually need one more regular Nihilo barrel. So many things that I just cannot 100% ever be on top of it all. That sounded like my PneumaticCraft setup. What was that? That was an extraordinarily loud boom. That was not my PneumaticCraft setup. Okay. Is that over here? May have been. Ow. Fine, didn't want to look in on you anyway. That was a terrifyingly loud boom. Oh, hello, spiders. Bring it on. You ain't got nothing on my starving awesomeness. I'm gonna have some peanut butter and jelly to celebrate killing some spiders. There we go, back to full. Again, so loud. That's okay. Where was I? Fluid ducts and a barrel and things. I got distracted. Apologies. We're actually going to be a little clever with this. Pull you into the center here. I really did not want you there. And this barrel is... I'm going to want a fluid duct there. And we're going to turn you... Or no, not there. I want one here. We're going to put the barrel on the top of it. And this is kind of a silly build, but I like the look of it this way. It would be easy to do this a lot more compact than I am. But this is a fun aesthetic effect, in my opinion. There we go. Now, I want an item duct right here, and I'm going to use 2 more of these servos. One there, and one there. This is going to be set to export, and so will that in a moment. All right, let's go make that barrel that I was talking about. Not the better barrel. Your standard, bog standard Nihilo barrel. Jungle wood for extra appropriateness. So we're going to stuff you here, and we're going to set this better barrel right there. Is fine. So as you can see, I'm already up to about 34 buckets worth of witch water, which is awesome. Because the next step is to stick a hopper on top of this thing, turn you on, and put some sand in. Because sand in witch water, in fact, I can demonstrate this before I move any further. As you can see, I put a bit of sand into some witch water, and it turns into soul sand. So if I have my sand in that hopper, every time the hopper will process, I'll get soul sand. Because it moves as fast as this thing can output witch water, and this thing can output sand. Now, if I have it like this, well, this guy's going to be pulling out of that barrel every tick or so. Or every couple of ticks. It's faster to do it by hand, but not by a lot, as you can see. So yeah, there we go. Soul sand generation. All I need to do is provide the sand, which I don't have a good automated way to do yet, but this is in Agrarian Skies. I don't need to go through the effort of generating like thousands of soul sand. I just wanted to be able to get a stack of it together very, very quickly, and I wanted to have a good bit, a whole bunch of witch water in reserve, which I can now do both of those things, which from my point of view is pretty fantastic. And then I can put that bucket of witch water back into the drum and be happy. Now, this soul sand, if you run it through the sieve, has, where's my sieve? A 100% chance of giving you nether quartz and a 33% chance of giving you a second one. I don't need a whole lot of nether quartz, so this half of a stack is probably as much or more than enough. I'm also going to end up getting a little bit of cobalt and ardite out of this. Oh, did I run out of... I ran out of cobblestone. I never expected that to happen. Wow, this thing's been busy. All right, let's replace the cobblestone before I start doing the... So that guy just keeps running all the time without me really needing to do much, which is awesome. That's the way I like my machines to run. I don't have to do anything and it just works. There we go. And now I can take this, stuff it back over here. And unfortunately, I believe because I moved it, that broke the programs that were referring to this structure specifically, but I will fix those off camera. As you guys have made known that you are kind of sick of seeing Steve's factory manager for the time being. Otherwise, I am going to sift through some soul sand. This will give me the nether quartz that I need. As you can see, getting plenty of it. I think I guaranteed 2 with a chance of a 3rd from what I can see popping up. And I'll be back soon once I fix the factory manager and finish this soul sand to go on with building some sync life-saving clone making devices. Yes. All right. See you soon. Alrighty, folks. Got all of that soul sand sieved. Does not look like I got a gas tier out of it, unfortunately. I bet there's some cobalt and some ardite flowing around the system somewhere. Might have already ended up over in there. I'm not sure if I set it up to output that or not. In any case, the important part is I have my 48 nether quartz out of my, say half stack, and there's more soul sand where that came from. You may notice that these guys are stopped. So's this. Well, that's because, oh, I missed. Here we go. I am out of power over here. I intentionally shut down the reactant dynamo a while ago so that it could clear out, and once it was done, I'd be able to pick it up and take its little redstone energy cell friend with it, because these are going to get set back up over here. And specifically, I don't have a ton of conduits yet because I'm still waiting to get better than the hardened energy conduits. These will do for the moment, though. So yeah, we're going to grab that, and that to have a little more room to work with. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be far enough for the moment, I think. How am I going to do this exactly? Yeah, that'll do for the moment. We are going to be rebuilding the whole power system over time. Right now, though, I want the face to output, and I want the right-hand side to input. And we're going to toss our reactant dynamo down right here. And turn it to face the energy cell. Now we get that running by tossing another stack O gunpowder in there, far outproducing our power needs. There we go. And that's going to get all of the machines energized again. Once they are, it'll start filling the energy cell. Now, more importantly, this allows us to, 1, 2, 3, have a little bit of extra energy conduit over here so that I can hook in my sync network right there. Now, like I said, this is a temporary power solution. I'm going to need better later. I just wanted to get things moved a little bit before going any further. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere for us until that thing is done clearing out the trees. Alright, so now that I have my nether quartz, let's look up sync. we need to make a constructor and a storage. We're just going to require 2 of these cores. So I need to get 4 emeralds, 18 redstone, 2 ender pearls, which I have, 18 lapis lazuli. Lapis? Is that correct? Or is it lapis lazuli? Can't remember. Anyway, and yeah, that should be everything. I've already got the ender pearls on me. And here is my lapis. I can never remember how to pronounce this stuff. And you know what? Just for good measure, I'm going to grab my diamonds and take these with me. Because I'm sick of using as much water and having basically no armor. As such, my diamonds are now going to become not a helmet, a pair of pants and a pair of boots. Diamond leggings and diamond boots will have pretty good protection, honestly. That gives me a whole lot more armor than I had before. And diamond both contributes to keeping you cool during the day and warm during the night. It is the magic material of Minecraft and is simply good at everything. Even keeping you warm. Okay, and then I just need a bit of glass, which I'm all out of glass actually. So let's go grab, yeah, let's just take all of the sand. We'll make it into glass. I need to set up some tech, but that's definitely on the list. Thermal expansion is the next step along this line. Progress that quest line now once I have some protection and some extra lives. And then I'll be able to keep myself, I'll be able to have much easier access to much more in the way of technology. And that'll be good. Oh, come on. You need to go faster than you are. There. I just need one more. So, how's this going to work? Well, one, I need these daily... Oh, hello. That's unexpected. Came up quietly. This is slightly dangerous. Tough spider. And I'm relatively low on the hit points at this point. Does that ghast hit hard? Oh, no. Oh, my... Oh, that could not have been closer. And I'm not out of it yet. Alright, where is my food? That was fun. Gotta love those exciting moments, huh? Oh, I think a spider actually spawned in my base. Definitely a creeper did. Look at him over there. That's alright. I know exactly what to do about that guy. Where did I leave my needle gun? Fantastic. Alright, where... Gotta look, I really enjoy the unexpected nature of this game sometimes. Like, I certainly wasn't planning on doing an interlude where I fought monsters, but it just kinda happened. There we go, a couple of daylight sensors. Oh, that's just all of the other options. Fantastic. Ooh, I actually need 4 daylight sensors, don't I? Well, it's a good thing I cooked up as much glass as I did. And I'm gonna need more slabs. There we are. Alright, one more pair of daylight sensors. Pair of lapis blocks, a pair of redstone blocks, and a pair of zinc cores. Fantastic. And now that I have the zinc cores, I need glass panes, which I believe I have in here, yes. 5 of those should do the trick. This one's going to need just a bit of redstone, so I already have what I need for that. Let's get that constructed first. Zinc shell constructor is go. And then the shell storage is going to require a pressure plate and a block of iron. Fantastic. Whew, I'm glad I made that armor when I did, or I would not have survived the night. And that creeper did at some point get far enough away it despawned. So yeah, I left spiders able to... Hello. I thought you were underneath here somewhere. Nope. Guess not. I gotta do something about that. All of that. All of that gotta stop. Gotta be stopped for good. This whole thing is becoming a liability. That's alright. It's more fun that way. So let's check our quest book and see what it has to say about us completing these items in creating life. Fantastic. 1 up, complete. And I can claim my reward. I get a full leadstone energy cell and camel pack. It makes 3 camel packs, which is kind of neat. Huh. And also, the full leadstone energy cell would mean that I don't necessarily need to... Yeah, you know what I can do? I can... grab you. Oh, yeah. And I can put this there, the leadstone energy cell on the end, and I can set the left and the right to output power to set down the shell constructor and the shell storage. Now, to actually use this, I believe I need to right-click on the shell constructor. Yep, which does a slight bit of damage to me and begins building. I think it's facing... Oh no, it is facing this way. As you can see, that starts progressing slowly but surely and is filling in a sync shell clone for me. So we're going to give that some time, let that go, and while we do, we'll check our quest book. Yeah, I could make myself some animals, which, you know, some cows, some pigs, definitely some villagers. None of these would be a bad thing. The villagers, I think, those are the higher priority. You take 100 buckets. Never mind, we're not doing that right now. Instead, what we're going to do, we're going to get a drum together, and we're going to start saving up some essence. Essence, is that what I'm looking for? Yes. We're going to start saving up some essence for later. Just going to make a whole bunch of stone barrels. And make me a oops. Need the weighted pressure plates, don't I? Make me a pair of drums. We'll start those filling with mob essence. It'll take a while, guaranteed. But in the long run, it will be so worth it. Grab you. We're just going to put this right on top of the portable tank and let that drain into that slowly but surely. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And additionally, oh wow, I actually scooped the, I did not expect to scoop the sludge out into the drum. We will allow the, what is that guy? The harvester to output his sludge into that drum. Okay, this guy is now at 26%. Make that 30%, and we are just about out of time. So I'm going to cut the camera, wait for this to catch up to just about 100%. When we get real close to the end, I will cut back in, get this wrapped up. See you soon. Alrighty, folks. Here we are. We're at the last 5%, which from what I understand, yep, this is the cool part. It's built a full Minecraft-sized model and is now basically spray painting on me. That's actually kind of creepy. Just a little bit. And hey, there I am. Fantastic. Well, that's loud and rude. Hang on, let me go sleep through the night. Take care of that issue. Okie dokie. So to get sync to function fully, all you need to do is provide it with a redstone signal. As you can see, the indicator lights turn to green, maybe yellow, I can't tell. Anyway, we're gonna leave our stuff in this chest here. Oh, fine. We can put a couple of more things into the golden bag of holding so that we can actually leave all of our stuff in that chest there. Fantastic. And we're going to jump in. And I can select which sync shell I would like to go to. This is a radial menu controlled by the mouse. If I move to the center, I can cancel. But I'm going to go to this one right next to me. And I zoom way out. And then fall back in to my new body, where I'm going to commence constructing another shell. This will make it so that it'll be very hard for me to get back into that shell right now, but that's okay. There wasn't much on it. Maybe a couple of extra hearts? I don't remember. Anyway, point being, I want to have a couple of extra lives available. So I'm going to grab this out of here, put my camel pack back on. Now, I have heard, and it may have been fixed, that there is a bug between the Enviromine mod and sync, in which you might not retain your environment data properly. It seemed like it popped up fine for me in the lower left-hand corner, but be wary. You may need to relog every time you resync. Or that may have been fixed. I'm not 100% on that one. If a commenter could tell us, please do so. I have not been staying as up-to-date onto this PAX updates as I would have liked to. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this episode. I've run out of time for today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I certainly have. See you next time.